Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. Let's talk in this video about a white boy from Kentucky, Mr. Jack Harlow, a rapper and songwriter whose profile has been growing quite a bit as of late. Very popular guy. Seems everybody likes him, except I have been catching kind of a growing rhythm of opinions and articles and think pieces, be it in publications I follow. Even my guy Sean C. Did a video about this recently, talked to him about it a little bit in a recent interview that we did. It seems like there's a bit of buyer's remorse, growing buyer's remorse when it comes to Jack Harlow's successful career right now. This Jack Harlow thing, it's gone too far. We need to hit the Control Z on this shit. I'm here to remind you guys of one thing and tell you another. I myself am the original Jack Harlow hater. When I've done like Why You Know review reactions to some of his like early tapes, such as Gazebo or Loose, Confetti. I know I've talked about at least a few of those. Those projects, mid. What's Poppin' came out and was going crazy, mid. His 2020 record, that's what they all say that I reviewed. That's mid too. His recent single that he put out, Nail Tech, that's pretty mid. Like, Jack Harlow's midness has not been a secret at all. It has not been hidden. There has been nothing hidden about his midness ever since he came on the scene. But with that being said, I want to let you know, now that he is popular, now that he's popping off, now that he's doing well, you leave that man the fuck alone and you let him have his career. Fuck you. I'm breaking balls, okay? But I am a little serious because Jack Harlow, whatever his career is going to be, is pretty much set in stone right now. The chance to opt out is long gone. And now that Jack is in the position that he's in, which for a lot of people I think is just a tad bit overestimated. Like, I get that Jack Harlow is very popular right now. That is in fact true, but the way some people are reacting, it's almost as if like he's running the game now. He's in control of everything. That's just so far off from reality. Of course, there is a chance that Jack Harlow's popularity could grow exponentially from here, but like we're currently not at some kind of like DEFCON 5, Jack Harlow is running the game and selling more records than Eminem point in hip-hop history. That's not where we are. Again, it's so weird because I think I came so early to the Jack Harlow hating party that I left before everybody else arrived, because as I was sitting there and observing him and what he was doing, I was like, yeah, it's not great, but it's not so bad that this would ever hold a special place in my heart, even a negative place, for an extended period of time. And as I've watched Jack Harlow relatively like grow from here, I mean, damn if he hasn't taken advantage of every opportunity thrown his way with an almost perfect execution. Again, the way he was able to ride What's Poppin' from that Lyrical Lemonade cosign, put out a very popular remix for it. We have on top of that his double XL performances and everything. I mean, he came out on top, or at least like, you know, was a little above average in a lot of those ciphers and freestyles. For sure, on his Industry Baby feature, he absolutely killed it and helped make the track what it is. Even the recent appearance that he had during Kanye's Dawn to 2 live event, I think he pretty much nailed that as well. In the Sean C video that I alluded to a little bit earlier, he said something about not being surprised if Jack Harlow took a lane into acting. So of course, like just weeks later, it has been announced that he's going to be in like a reboot of White Men Can't Jump, which I mean, most reboots are absolute fucking trash, of course, but I'm sure Jack Harlow is going to shine in that film in his own way. This is essentially what I'm saying. Like, I get that in the grander scheme of things, Jack Harlow's lyricism and his music may not be incredibly special. Like, his music isn't mind-blowing, nor is it so far beyond the pale that it's like, you know, unforgivable and so absolutely trash that the guy needs to be completely torn apart. Frankly, while he may not make the greatest music in the world, he may not make my favorite hip-hop as far as contemporary stuff goes, I still find his presence to be a little bit of a breath of fresh air, and when it comes to mainstream stuff, I think he is a nice change of pace from the generation of white boys that we've been subjected to over and over and over, who come into the genre with an air about them, with a chip on their shoulder, because they've survived on a steady diet of Eminem and mostly Eminem, or artists who are in like that Eminem orbit. So basically they just kind of live and breathe that sound and that attitude and that style. So of course they're hopping on the mic saying like, yeah, you never thought a white boy could rap like this. I'm gonna change the game. We're saving hip hop here, brother. I'm so fucking tired of that attitude. I'm so fucking tired of that style. And that's not to say that you can't be a good and a talented white rapper who is lyrical and makes like really intricate or complex music. You know, look at LP, look at Aesop Rock. There's lots of examples. But that specific Eminem style and attitude has been such a prime influence and a gateway for white people into hip hop, and a gateway for entering into it artistically to emulate that. It's just nice that Jack Harlow comes in and he's just fucking chill. He's smooth with it on the mic. He's not annoying and cringe in the way that G-Eazy is. He's not trying to build his career by championing a series of causes like Macklemore, only for him to, for some reason, dress like he's Jewish on stage performing Thrift Shop Live. But look, here's the thing. Jack Harlow, I want to praise him for this. I want to praise Jack Harlow. I want to send all praise to Jack Harlow for this. While Jack Harlow may not write the most fiery verse of 2022, he may not have like the most distinctive or complex flow in the game, but what he does seem to be able to do as a white guy in the mainstream is that he can read the room. He seems to be well aware of the fact that he's stepping into a genre and into a culture that is not his. It's not for him to dictate how it goes or what it does. And he genuinely comes off as if he wants to contribute to it in a way that is enjoyable and fun for all. And I don't see the harm in that. Like, for sure, he brags and he talks himself up and he seems to think very highly of his own abilities, but he doesn't seem to be operating within the genre in a way that carries a lot of animosity. And you know what? Thank God for Jack Harlow for simply fucking that, because maybe if people pay attention to the guy, they might catch a hint or two in terms of how you should operate in these spaces, and not every white dude to touch the microphone needs to be a fucking spiritual, lyrical miracle. You can just make fun, chill music for everybody that isn't completely disconnected from the genre culturally. I think if Jack Harlow just continues to play his cards right, and I think that's really what you can attribute a lot of his success to, he keeps playing his cards right over and over and over, because even if he's not making the deepest music, he's clearly paying attention to his popularity, how he's received, how he is perceived by the audiences that consume his music, and he is making the right moves, he's making the right choices, and he's not overstepping his boundaries. As of right now, I think Jack Harlow makes okay pop, rap music. I don't see any reason to hate the guy. Again, I was at the Jack Harlow hate party early, and I've long since left. I think he's okay. He may drop a record this year that is total dog shit and is worse than his last one, but as long as he just continues to be an agreeable and charismatic guy and make music that most people want to hear, I would say I think he's deserving of the spot that he's in. And there you go. That's my hot take, I guess. Let me know yours down in the comments. Does Jack Harlow stir up something angry in you? Let me know. You're the best. Over here next to my head is another video that you could check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Jackie Harlow forever.